You know, usually when a trucker goes to court over an abandoned load, they have to do a paternity test. So then, there's this. Truck driver Alphonse Madden was almost out of gas on the side of an icy highway. He couldn't find a Transam Trucking approved gas station. The brakes on his trailer were frozen. He couldn't feel his feet, and he was having trouble breathing. And despite 2+ hours of this, being left there with no help, his dispatcher ordered him not to leave and to, quote, hang in there, because apparently the cure for hypothermia is slogans from kitten posters. Now, if you've seen Smokey and the Bandit, Madden was literally the snowman. I mean, if he got any colder, he was going to have to gut the basset hound and crawl inside him for shelter. Although he should have seen this coming. I mean, he was driving for Transam Trucking. T-tops aren't made for the cold. You know, rather than suffer the life-threatening damage that he was facing, Madden finally just drove off without his trailer, and then he was fired for abandoning the load. This trucking company left this guy stranded in sub-zero temperatures for 2.5 hours. You know what? Even Batman didn't have to battle sub-zero that long. You know what's colder than sitting in the cab of a frozen truck for 2.5 hours? Transam Trucking. That's who. He was frozen, then fired, which I think, isn't that one of Dante's levels of hell? Madden did win his lawsuit, and he's helped to expose that America's truckers get treated worse than Burt Reynolds treated Dom DeLuise in the outtakes. Now, people think driving a truck is all about pulling the horn string and making the kids in the cars happy, but in reality, the police, the shippers, the receivers, the business owners, people in cars, the government, and the companies that these guys drive for all despise truck drivers. Although I do hear the fruit cups it loves are pretty good when they're ripe.